Okay, today we are with
Josh.
Josh. Okay, I'm Zamir.
Hey, all right, how's it going?
Okay, so one of the first questions I asked is like, do you have any wisdom to give?
Wisdom?
Yeah.
I don't know. Don't get too lost in being set on one path. Like, life often throws a lot of different things at you, and sometimes you end up where you're supposed to be, even though it took 15 different steps to get there. So I'm a little older than I look. Probably would underestimate
Wait, really?
my age. How old do you think I am?
My guess would be like 50.
50? Oh, no, see, I'm 43.
43, okay.
Yeah, most people think I'm like 30, so.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
What makes you actually like keep walking? Like,
I'm just trying to stay in shape. I have, work kind of is challenging at times physically, so I try to stay in shape and try to keep myself healthy so that I don't get too injured or anything at work.
okay. Okay, another question I asked is like, what's one of your pet peeves?
I don't really have any pet peeves. I guess I'm not, nothing coming to mind specifically.
Really?
Yeah, pretty easygoing. I don't, not much annoys me.
Okay, so like when you said like, don't have like a fixed mindset of like where you want to go, like rather you should like go with the flow?
Yeah. I actually started out when I was younger going to college for business management and went that route, and now I'm in a government digital forensics position that's totally different from what I thought I was going to be doing, but I absolutely love my job. I love going to work every day, and I enjoy it, and I hated my life when I was doing management. That's why I stopped doing it. So I thought that was the route I was going. I was going to be running businesses and stuff, and didn't like it. So found out that I had a totally different path than what I thought I had. So.
Your job sounds fancy, like.
Oh yeah, it's fun. So yeah, I do like CSI stuff.
CSI was that?
Have you ever seen the show CSI? You ever see that criminal?
Is that like forensics? Like
Yeah,
that
the
type of
forensic
thing?
stuff.
Yeah.
So I do that, except I do it all digital. So I do like computers, like dark web stuff.
Oh, for real?
Like all that, like hackers and all that stuff. Like,
Oh.
I track them down. Like that's my job is to find people that are doing nefarious things on the internet and stop them. So
That's pretty sweet. Have you stopped a lot of people?
it's you're always behind. I mean, bad guys are always ahead of you. It's always reaction versus action. So we're always reacting. They're always acting. As soon as we figure something out to stop them, they're going to come up with something new. So, and then we have to try to stop that new thing. So it's always, you always feel like you're behind, but you're always accomplishing a lot. So.
Do you have any like crazy stories like you can name from your job?
I don't know. Nothing too crazy. I mean, we do like a lot of anybody that would see me in this that knows me. Do you live around here? Do you follow much that goes on around here?
I know like there's like a catering hack that was going on.
So that would be something like my team would be involved in. So Huber Heights, I don't know if you remember when they got hacked.
Oh, I didn't
like
know.
last year, yeah, Huber Heights, the city of Huber Heights got hacked. So I was on the team that worked that. So yeah.
How do you solve that? Like, do you like talk to the people? Like, do you talk to the other people?
No, so it's all interrogating forensics. We're basically interrogating ones and zeros. Like we start tracking them back through where they are, because everybody leaves a footprint, right? You have IP addresses and you have, VPN stuff and everything, and then you always have providers of some sort. You're using some type of channel or conduit to get to where you want to go, and you're using some type of program. Most viruses and stuff have certain signatures to them, and then it's basically just tracking stuff through the digital world. Like it's very very interesting.
Like, what made you like get into that? Like,
that was actually an accident. I was doing a job.
That's an accident?
Yeah, I was doing business management, didn't like it. I had a buddy who was, I'd say, a good work friend, who was a CEO of a computer company, and he knew I messed around. I used to game when I was younger and stuff, so he knew I built my own machines and I messed around with computers and stuff, and I was pretty good at it. And I self-taught myself through like YouTube and stuff. So he gave me a job at a government software company, just doing support stuff and helping him out and helping deploy it. And that kind of led to the path where I'm at. I happen to, sometimes it's who you know versus what you know. So I happened to fall into the right people and made the right contacts, and then ended up getting a job doing what I'm doing now through those contacts. So, yeah.
Do you believe like everything happens for a reason?
As I get older, more and more so, yeah. I feel like there's, like I said, when I was younger and I got out of business management, I struggled for several years. I got really down on myself that maybe I made the wrong decision by getting out of that field. And
that'd be scary, like getting out of like getting to a field and then getting out of it.
Totally changing what I was doing.
What age did you do that?
I was 30 when I stopped doing that, and then
that's scary.
Yeah, so I was down on myself for a long time, thinking I made the wrong decisions and everything. And looking at it today, I'm exactly where I would always want to be. I mean, I love what I do. I love going to work, so I can't help but be like, that had to have, happen the way it happened for a reason. So, yeah.
Would you ever like change anything, like going back, or you think you had to like go through that?
The $1 million question. I always say I would. I feel like I would. If I could go back and make changes, I probably would. I'd start doing this. I'd start aiming myself towards this field at a much younger age. I probably would have did things differently in college, so that I got a better start to what I'm doing. So, but yeah, I probably would.
Okay, and another question I asked is like, what's one of your favorite songs right now?
I'm horrible at picking favorites. So my playlist has everything on it from like classical music to Enya to rock to rap.
Wait, to Enya?
Yeah.
What's that?
Enya? Yeah. She's a musician. She has a couple famous songs out there. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but she's she'd be more of an alternative indie type music. It wouldn't be something like mainstream, but she has had some mainstream songs. But I like, there's so many good songs out there. I was listening to Matchbox 20 the whole time I was running today, so I have all of their albums, so I had their albums on play through my run today, so I like Matchbox 20, they're good.
Name one of your songs, like one of the songs you like from them, so I can add to a playlist.
Oh man. What is the title?
Matchbox 20 has some good songs.
So I'm horrible at titles, so here, let me go to my playlist and go back, because I do have a really favorite song by them.
Really? And you also listen to classical music.
Yes, I listen to rap too. I have some like Tupac, Puff Daddy. Like I don't discriminate. I like a little bit of everything. So
you seem like really easy to talk to.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, try to I can't find the dang song right now. So
is it Unwell? That song's a good song.
That is a good song.
There's another good song by them. I forget the name of it though. There's another good song. There's like a lot of good songs by them. Is it like a popular song?
I don't know if it's popular or not, but I've always liked it. Nope, I can't find it. It played earlier because I was in the middle of my jog when it played, and I was like, heck yeah, it's always one of my favorite ones.
Do you recommend for people to be jogging and walking? Do you recommend that?
Oh yeah, I love. I think it's a good way to exercise. Get some exercise in. So I don't know. It's one of the things I do. I lift a little bit here and there too, but I at least hike 3 to 4 times a week. I'll do 3 miles because the green loop's 3 miles, so I'll do that at least after work, and then sometimes I do 6 miles. I'm part of a hiking group. We're here throughout the week. It's on Yo Dayton. It's on Meet Up. It's on Meetup. Yo Dayton. So
Yo,
it's a
Dayton,
hiking group.
what is that?
It's a hiking group. So we all, a bunch of
Dayton.
people from all over Dayton are part of this hiking group, and we meet up and we hike together as a group. So
That's pretty sweet.
we usually do 6 miles when we do it with the group. So we'll do 2 loops on the Green Trail. So.
Do you think like being in a group is like a good thing? Like if you find a group of people you can hang out with or talk to?
Yes, definitely, because it helps keep you, especially for something like hiking or being active or something, it kind of motivates you to stay active. It's always better to, back in my younger years, I was a volunteer firefighter at EMT. So, I had a good workout buddy, and it worked out really well because the days that I didn't feel like it and I was trying to put it off, he would make fun of me and kick my butt to get out there and go work out with them. So it's always good to have a group because you kind of have that mentality, I'm supposed to be meeting the group today. Well, if I bow out, I kind of look like I'm, wussing out or whatever. So then it's kind of more motivating. Plus, once you're out here and you're talking to people, you get to talk and walk.
Is it like a close-knit group? Like everyone's like close to each other?
Some of them are really close-knit. Some of them not so much. I'm in and out. My work schedule kind of fluctuates. So, I don't do it as regular as some of them, but some of them are pretty tight knit, and then there's others that are kind of come and go. So,
do you have any like close friends?
it's hard to. I'd say I have like one close friend.
One
anymore.
close friend?
Like, yeah, it's tough as you grow up because those friends you all go off in your own paths. You all have your own kids. You all have your own families. Kind of get your own lives going, and then it's hard to maintain those friendships, especially as you move around and stuff. My friend that I used to be a good workout buddy with, he moved all the way out to Colorado. He jumps out of planes and fights fires out there now. So, but so like you kind of that vastness grows, and then it's kind of hard to maintain those friendships. And I find it's tougher to make friends as an older person, just because you don't. I don't know. I don't go to the bars. I don't do I'm not a bar scene guy anymore. You're not doing anything. Like, I go to work, come work out, and that's, about it. So.
How do you make friends like when you're older? Like, I realize like the same thing. Like, the older I get, like the less and less friends I make.
Yes,
and like
correct,
I feel like my friend circle.
It was so much
smaller.
easier when you were younger. I think it's just like groups, like getting out and being part of a group. I try to join different groups like that have my interests, like hiking, and then I'm part of a group that does computer stuff. I don't go there as often because they do stuff in the evening, and I usually am at work or whatever, so it makes it tougher. And then I'm also part of a couple groups that do like go out to different restaurants and eat, try different foods and stuff, and just kind of sample what's out there at different odd little mom and pop joints and stuff. So, but I think that's the way you have to do it anymore, or just your community. If you find, like I had when I lived in a different city at one point, I made really good friends with my neighbor. Like, we used to hang out all the time and everything. But then again, you move away, and then so that friendship kind of fizzles because you're distance and stuff. So
how do you become friends with your neighbor? Like, how did that happen?
We just would run into each other out and about, and we'd start chatting. Found out we had some common interests and stuff, and then like whenever we'd have cookouts or grill outs or stuff, we'd invite each other over for those events and stuff. So then you just kind of start developing that bond, and then you're hanging out all the time at the house, and then like watching movies together and having cookouts together and stuff. So that's how. Just go meet them, go talk to them, and then go from there. Some people it's not as easy. Some people aren't as easy to talk to or whatever. They don't want. They kind of want to be left to themselves. So.
Do you think it's good to like have a good amount of friends, or do you think it's better to have like a close group, like only one or two close friends?
Yeah, I would say going through life, it's definitely better to have a close-knit group, even if it's much smaller, than it is to have a lot of friends that aren't close. I mean, people that are going to help you out more when you need that help, or at least be a good sounding board. Because a lot of people, they can be negative about things, and then if you're having a down day and you're talking to them about a negative experience you have, they might potentially not help you. As a good close friend's probably going to give you solid advice, and they're probably going to be honest with you even if it's not what you want to hear. So I think it's better to have the close group of tight friends, even if it's small.
Yeah, I can't lie. Like the way you just said, like it kind of like resonated with me because like sometimes I have like a friend, and like sometimes I'd be like telling them something, or I'd be doing something, and then they'd be like, "What are you doing? Like you're doing so stupid. Like you're so stupid." I'm like, "No, I'm just like trying to do this." And like I don't even see a problem with it. He's like, "No, you're doing it the wrong way."
Yeah.
And like sometimes I'd be like, like
yeah, and you have to take it with a grain of salt. But sometimes those really good friends, they can see something that you can't see, or they have a broader view of the situation than you do, and you don't always like what they have to say, but sometimes they're right. I mean, sometimes you just need that person to tell you you're wrong. So,
have you had that person like? Is that your close
throughout
friend?
my life, I've had.
How long have you been friends with your close friend? Like how long?
I would say about 10 years or so.
10 years.
Yeah.
How do you meet?
We actually met online through a group. So.
Oh.
Yeah. So, just kind of one of those interest groups, and then now we hang out. So, and we don't even do that group anymore. So, but we still do things together. So we kind of found our own interests and hang out here and there. So.
And let's ask 2 more questions. Do you have any dating advice? Like,
oh, I'm horrible at dating. I'm single, and I have no idea how to meet people anymore. I think it's kind of the same thing as friends. Like when you were in high school and college, it was so easy to date because you had people around you that you were constantly new people and different people, but you also got to know them a little bit, so you kind of knew what they were like and what their interests were like. So it was easier to date. I don't go to bars or anything anymore, so I don't even know where I would meet a woman. And then online dating is horrible. I don't know if you've ever done that, but it's just, I don't know. It's a mess. Like,
it is a mess. What?
Start talking to people on there, and then they're like, they ghost you, or they never talk to you again, or they never respond, or it's crazy. I don't know. I'm not good at dating. I'm not dating right now. I think I'm just kind of like going through life kind of in that situation where I guess if it's supposed to happen, that path will cross at some point to where we meet each other. But yeah, it's not. I kind of gave up on the whole dating thing because it's crazy out there.
So would you say like if you found like a meta person, like would you like start dating them like if they were like the right person?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely open to dating people, and I would date somebody if I met them through a channel where we kind of developed that into a dating relationship. Yeah, absolutely, I'm open to dating. I was married and divorced, so yeah, I would date somebody again.
What's the checklist? Like, what's like the wants you need, or like what would you want in that person?
Well, they have to be obviously somewhat independent. I'm older and independent, and so I would want somebody who's kind of got their stuff together and knows what they're doing. And
what if they don't have a job?
Making, I guess that's not a deal breaker. If there is an end goal in mind, or if there's a reason for that, that might be okay. That'd have to be really a situational thing. I don't think it would be an absolute deal breaker, but at the same time, if you're 45 and you don't have a job, there's something there. There better be a good reason to why that is. If there was a good reason, I probably wouldn't care so much. But independent and nice, and I don't know.
What makes a person nice? Like, what do you think makes a person nice?
Just, I don't know. I've dated some people that they just, girls that just seem mean. Like they want to, like if they're having a bad day or they're upset, they're like nasty to you. They call you names. They're, they get angry all the time and stuff. And so it's just like somebody who's easygoing like me, who's, able to I mean, we all have bad days. I don't
Do you ever get
expect
mad?
somebody to be perfect. Yeah. Oh yeah. I get mad.
How do you deal with it?
I work with computers, so I yell at my computers all the time. I yell. That's how I deal with my anger. Really, I guess that working out or being active is my good release, because I can like especially if I'm having a really bad day and I'm really mad, like just going out and like normally I would not go as hard, but on a day that I'm mad, I might push myself way beyond what I normally would, just because I'm, it helps get that anger out, like just being physical. So that's probably how. Or yell. I yell at my computers all the time. I have conversations with them, so they don't talk back, they just take it. But just venting, I guess. And then having somebody to vent to sometimes is all you need. Sometimes you just need to let it out. And then when it's out, you're done. You're good.
Okay, so nice, independent.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Don't smoke. They can't smoke.
Why not?
I don't. I'm not a smoker. Never have been. And
what about smoking
I can't
weed?
stand smoke.
What if weed, like smoking weed?
I would be okay with that. That I want to care about, and not so much. I mean, that's not a deal breaker. I can't do it because of my job. I have a government job, so obviously federally it's still illegal. So I would get fired if I failed a drug test. So I can't do it, but they're free to have at it. So
what if it was like federally legal? Like, would you do it? Have you ever done it before?
Nope. I've never done any drugs in my life.
Dang, okay.
But I have said that when I retire, I probably would give it a shot just to see what it's like. I mean, why not? So I don't know if I'd smoke it. I don't like smoke. I don't like smoking. So I'd probably have to do like an edible or something, but I'd be game if it was not pertinent to keeping my job. I would try it once.
Okay. And then non-smoking, nice, independent.
Yeah, that's about it. There's not a whole lot. I mean, obviously, I feel like it's much more about how you mesh with them, like how your personalities come together, and like you can. I think that's more of something that you have to find out once you start talking to somebody. I don't think it's kind of like a criteria you can have ahead of time, because who knows? I mean, sometimes people who have different personalities work out better. So I think it would just kind of be everybody I've dated, like my ex-wife, I think like we really worked at the beginning. We really worked well together, and we had great personality with each other, and it just kind of like it flowed, like we were, each other's balance in life. So, but
what made it end? Like,
lots of things, but probably a little bit of my stubbornness. I was young back then, stubborn, and ego a lot. So, I didn't want to see my flaws in the relationship, and then I didn't want to maybe work on those flaws as much as I should have. Like she had talked about going to marriage counseling, and I was absolutely against it at the time. I would do it now. Like I kind of have had that change in how I view things. So I should have done that back then. Who knows? Maybe that would have helped. But I mean, we both had our issues, and ultimately, the biggest one was when I switched careers. Is when we ended up getting divorced, and a lot of it had to do with the struggles that came with quitting a full-time career path that I was set in and making good money in, to go pursue something that was an unknown, that I was starting from the ground up, not making great money, right? So when I started out, I didn't make very good money at that time, so that put a lot of strain on the relationship, and then the unwillingness of my ego at the time to put myself in check and say maybe I need to reevaluate how I'm handling this, and maybe have talked to a counselor with her. We may have got through that, but ultimately that's not how it went. So
do you ever wish you could go back and change that, or do you think it was meant to happen?
No, I mean, I think ultimately I kind of have that mindset. Things are meant to happen the way they happen, but if I had the ability to change it, I would change it. Just like I would go back and change my younger self and set myself on a different path. I'd probably go back and talk, change that as well. I would give it a shot, at least see if that helped. I mean, what's the harm in seeing if I could have mitigated that better? So.
How did the divorce affect you? Like, how did it affect you?
Obviously, it was during a time in my life where I was changing so much. That was one of those points where I was at a low point in my life and, was questioning whether I made the right decisions leaving my previous career path. That didn't help things. That made me question it that much more that, obviously I was making bad decisions.
How do you push through all that, uncertainty? How do you push through that? Because I feel like that's, really hard to, push through that and just keep going.
I think it was ultimately came down to just trying to get through day by day, knowing that if I kept at it and kept going, that, there's today's bad. It's got to get better, right? We're down here, so if you just keep staying at it, it's got to eventually turn around and start going up. So just staying at it, and then at the time, I had some good friends and I had a good support group. So just them keeping me active and keeping my mind off of it at times and stuff, it really helped. And then obviously my friend with the government computer job, he was a great inspiration to keep me going through that too. So, and him helping me out with that job and everything. So just kind of taking it day by day. I still have days where, you're like, I'm just kind of spinning my wheels here in life, but ultimately, I mean, there's probably an end goal, so I believe that, so.
Okay, are you scared to love again?
No, I don't think so. I don't.
Do you think you've healed from that?
Yeah, oh yeah. I think I've actually become better through that process, because I think I've learned a lot and would reevaluate how I handle things at this point through a relationship. So I think I could be a little more critical of myself in those relationships. So I think I would be better at it. I'm not scared of falling into love again. That'd be great. I would enjoy it. But so no, not scared at all. Finding somebody that would do that, it's tough. So.
Do you think it's possible?
It is possible, yeah. I mean, you can bump into somebody tomorrow or run into somebody you used to know. Actually, my ex-wife, we had worked together as teenagers, never really connected. We were friends, we hung out, we didn't date or anything, and then we went our separate ways and we didn't see each other for 3 or 4 years, and then we ran into each other. Again, her best friend was working where I was working, so she would come in to see her best friend at work, and then we started talking. So it can happen, that randomness of we knew each other, went our separate ways, and then suddenly we knew each other again, and it led to a relationship. So I think yeah, it's possible. I just run into somebody.
Do you ever get lonely?
Yeah. I think it's different, especially when I've probably spent more than 50% of my life with somebody versus not with somebody. So it's definitely different not having somebody now day to day. So yeah, I get lonely, and there's times where I wish I had a girlfriend or I wish I had a partner or something. But then there's other days where it's great not being single, and I can do what I want when I want. I don't answer to anybody. I come and go as I please. So there's that offset too. That's probably something that would have to, another kind of somewhat reason they would have to be independent is because, I mean, I've lived, 3 or 4 years now on my own. So it's kind of I'm kind of set in those ways as well. So somebody that's a little more independent would probably fare better because they wouldn't need, someone's not going to cling to you, need your presence all the time, need you around all the time, because you got to have that little bit of separation. So, and I think that's good for a relationship anyway, to have your own space at times.
How do you deal with that loneliness, when it comes?
Well, right now I just kind of throw myself into work. I work a lot, or I come out and exercise or jog, hike, whatever. So, or I go travel a little bit here and there. I'll go, go places and do things. Go see places, like go out to Arizona, or go South Carolina or something, and just kind of do little trips. So,
Okay.
Remind myself why it's fun being on your own sometimes.
Okay, last question. So like when I do this with people, like I ask them to like, I'll name the podcast or like the episode whatever you want me to name it. So what do you want me to name it?
This podcast?
Slash episode, yeah.
I don't know. Something to do with journeys. Ultimately, we kind of talked about a lot of journeys through that relationship, work, etc. So, something to do with journeys. There you go. I'm horrible at. I don't think I'd be a good writer. I don't think I can get. And kudos to you guys that do this. I don't think I'd be very good at this, but.
Why not?
I don't know. I'm just not good at on the spot. Spontaneity, coming up with my own stuff. Like I can respond to you pretty easily, but like coming up with my own stuff would be a little tougher. So,
what do you think about this interview?
Spark. I know it well. I've enjoyed talking to you. It's fun. I think it's good to talk to people. I'm definitely one who doesn't mind talking to strangers. Like if somebody comes up to me and talks to me, I'll talk to you. Like so.
Yeah, you seem really nice. Like I approach you, you're just like, yo, what's up? And then,
What's up?
so you just start talking.
But yeah, I don't watch a lot of podcasts. But I don't do that. I have been on a podcast before.
Wait, for real?
So for my work, we use a software called Celebrite. That's one of our softwares. But they had a training / conference. Last year it was in DC, so I went to DC for the conference because they do training on it and kind of show you all the ins and outs of it, and you kind of learn stuff you didn't know. They talk about what's coming next with it and everything. Plus, they feed you and give you drinks. So what's not like? But the guy did a podcast with me there about that conference. We were talking about the conference. So
this is your second podcast?
My second podcast.
Oh, okay. So for the name of it, okay, let me think about journey. Okay, we gotta think of, okay, so
something to do with life's journeys.
How about the journey?
There you go. Sounds
good.
The
journey.
The journey. That's a decent band too. No. But yeah, no, that's good.
Do you have any closing message? You can end off with anything.
Yeah. I don't know. Not great spontaneity. But yeah, just take it a day at a time. Live your life. Treat it like an adventure. Like there's a really good quote out there I think of time to time. Life's not a destination, it's a journey. So don't be so worried about where you're going and be more in the where I'm at and what I'm doing and the journey to get there. So
that's right. Okay. Just because you said that, another thing came on my mind. Do you think like you should take life seriously, or like do you think sometimes like?
I think you have to take life seriously sometimes, but I don't think that should be your mentality. Absolutely not. I think you should learn that life, whether it's cruel sometimes, but life's full of puns and laughter, and I feel like it's almost not serious. Like you got to be able to have a little laughter in it and to enjoy and see the humor and even some of the negative stuff that happens to you. You got to find the humor in it. So no, I definitely don't take life seriously. There's moments I have because you have to just to get to where you want to be. I mean, you still have to have goals and you still have to, work hard to accomplish those goals. But ultimately, I'm a wing it kind of guy. Like, let's just get out there and wing it. So no, I don't think you should take life seriously.
Yeah, because sometimes I'd be like, I'd be doing this, and like sometimes I'd be feeling like, yo, if is what I'm doing like stupid? Like, does everyone view this so stupid? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like,
I think some people do, but I don't know. I think you got. I haven't done many podcasts. I don't watch a lot of podcasts, but I can tell you, like Facebook or whatever. I mean, you see them on there all the time. I think there's some really cool ones out there, and I think there's some great people out there doing it for the right reasons and doing cool stuff out there. And so I don't think it's a negative. I think if you enjoy it and you have fun doing it and you can be good at it, then why not? I mean, something to pursue. I mean, you can definitely make money at it from what I hear. So, but yeah.
Yeah, well, that's all I can be. The journey.
Yeah, the journey.